Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to Cosmo Muse Tarot. Today we are going to do one of my typical Wednesday readings where I go back and forth between doing either a healing message or a glow up message. And we are going to do a glow up message. So what glow up are you coming into within the next week is my intention with this. Okay, so we're going to pick 3 piles to choose from this Astro, I think it's called Astro Codex, something like that, Oracle deck. Okay, we have Jupiter with abundance. We have Midheaven with Pinnacle. And we have semi-square quincunx. Quincunx. I always say that incorrectly. Quincunx. Okay. You may also look at the numbers. So we have 23, 36, 54. So if any of those numbers are ones you tend to be drawn to, you can also use that. These cards will be incorporated into your reading, but they're not going to be the theme or the cornerstone type of card in your reading. Okay, so focus in on these. If you feel like you're really coming into some positive energy, feel free to choose more than one pile. If you're feeling rather dull, maybe you don't feel like you're coming into a glow up, you may just come back next week or in a few days when you do feel kind of something rising in you, or maybe you just feel ready for a glow up. So leaving it up to you guys, and yeah, just tune into these piles, feel which one or ones draw you in, and timestamps are in the descriptions. When you're ready, I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile 1, my Jupiter pile. So to start this reading, I am going to draw a goddess card for you guys, which is actually going to hold the theme of what your glow up is about. Okay, ooh, that fell right out. This one was eager. Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Definitely getting the vibe that like you're coming into this mode with Jupiter also connected here of that, that understanding that I think we all have a grasp of, but often forget that it's gratitude that really helps our life to grow and helps us in areas of manifestation. And so I'm feeling with Kuan Yin, in addition to compassion, and again, this is just because of this Jupiter association, it's like really feeling a sense of gratitude around love and compassion coming into you. And so your life really starting to feel like it's growing, and your energy and glow up growing in a sense of like, just a love, I don't know, it's just like a lovey, positive, general energy, just feeling positive towards yourself, hence able to feel positive towards others and maybe a little more positive about the world, which allows you to feel grateful in life, which then allows that to grow even more and allows you to forgive old grievances, to forgive aspects of life that have felt rough around the edges, or things in our world that have felt rough around the edges, being able to just see into some really positive, beautiful growth. Okay, so let's get a couple more astrology cards. Vesta Hearth. So this could relate to that love and gratitude and beautiful, mushy, positive energy being directed toward home. So things growing around home, a sense of love, a sense of compassion, a sense of positivity, growing at home and feeling grateful for that. And so home aspects being able to expand, positive expansions in home. And 2332, these are reversals of each other. So that's a direct mirror. Like home is growing, expansion of home. And even if that's like a sense of home within yourself, a sense of belonging within yourself, or it could be your literal home, but just, really being connected to lovey vibes, compassionate vibes, gentle, tender vibes. That's what's helping that happen. And yeah, something's really transforming here. So keep very warm, positive energy about home, about your body, about feeling at home in yourself, loving where you live, loving how you take care of yourself, because something's transforming here and it's really becoming magnetically abundant. Very cool. Okay, let's get a few Moonology cards. That one's kind of wanting to come out. There we go. Prosperity lies ahead. Right under abundance. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. These are all like really strong confirmations of what we've already talked about. It's like, keep some very loving energy about yourself, like being at home in yourself and your home and your family, or at least people you live with. There's really positive rebirth, transformation energy coming through, sense of love and gratitude in these areas. Okay, and then last Moonology, have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Gorgeous. I love that. So yeah, whatever you're feeling about what we've talked about, whatever came to mind, have faith in whatever positive things may have come to mind as these cards were coming out and being talked about. Believe, even if something that popped into your mind was like, yeah, it's like a pipe dream, or it's a dream I have. This thing that came up as this reading was happening, something may have popped up that was like, well, that's either a pipe dream or it just feels like a dream. It's not. Have faith in them. Okay, and then we're going to do a few tarot cards to top it all off. To end, that one wants to come out. 10 of Wands. Hanged Man. Let's get one more. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I think you are what's transforming by really staying connected to love and compassion and gratitude, especially around feeling at home in yourself and your literal home, is like you're transforming from feeling like there's a lot of weight or a lot of responsibility having to be held there, and wanting something about how these things feel to you to transform. You may even literally in yourself feel heavy, and something's been transforming around that. Or your house, maybe you've been spring cleaning, reflecting, a lot of processing of and kind of letting go and surrendering and just getting into your heart and compassion. It's transforming you feeling like you have to hold everything, to everything just harmoniously coming into order suddenly and feeling beautiful and elegant and light, and you no longer have to hold things, but the hole that you're trying to hold is still there, but you don't have to hold it. Now you can just enjoy it. That's what this feels like. Moving from having to hold it to being able to enjoy something here. Yeah, beautiful. So that is where this reading is going to end. Gorgeous glow up for you guys. I wish you luck with this and so much beauty around home and feeling at home in self, and major transformation, glow up, prosperity coming in around this. All right, if this resonated, I always appreciate likes, shares, subscribes, any support you want to show. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. And just by being here, that also is just, you know, beautiful in itself and supportive in itself. So thank you. I love doing these. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a beautiful day and a beautiful glow up, and I will see you in future readings. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your Wednesday glow up reading. You picked the Midheaven Pinnacle card. In astrology, the midheaven is the career point. It's the pinnacle of the chart. So that may have something to do with what your glow up is, but we are going to pick a goddess card to really tap into the actual theme of this glow up. And I'm feeling this card wanting to come out. Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Gorgeous. Okay, let's get 2 more astrology cards to kind of really flesh out what is going on here. So we've got Aquarius with collaborate, and 11 is always kind of a vibrational, like a high vibe frequency shift number 2. So midheaven, collaborate, true love, and then debilitated with discomfort. That's what the frequency shift is about. It's interesting because midheaven and Aquarius are both really impersonal energies. They're much more connected to sort of collective and public. And so this true love that I'm feeling here is more to me like a love of humanity and a love of people. And maybe like a love of who you are able to be in the world. True love in terms of the position and the contribution you can make in the world. That's what this feels like. True love coming through, a glow up coming through, bringing like a much more true from your heart place of knowing what your kind of role in the world and contribution to the world is supposed to be, and moving out of feeling sort of discomfort around this, of like, I don't know, it's possible that a lot of you have sort of like really wondered what that is for you, like that, you know, feeling like that's something important for you to attend to or understand, but struggling to find that thing that feels right, and something coming through in the next week that's really, you know, that your heart has called you to, that your heart has opened you to or has led you to. Yeah, really stepping into the thing you're supposed to hold authority and contribution in the world. Very cool. Okay, let's get some Moonology cards around this. It's too many. Well, one kind of flipped over and then it went back in. These are kind of messy. Oh no, it still flipped over. Here we go. Okay, here it is. Confidence is your key to success. So when you feel this glow up come in and you feel your heart kind of really alight, really being like, this feels right. This kind of aspiration that would create this kind of contribution in the world. It feels so resonant, it feels so right. Don't second guess that alignment you feel like, well, who am I to step into that position or reach for that? No, your heart is asking you to for a reason, and it would never ask you to unless it felt like it had the confidence and the capacity to hold you up in this kind of very seen territory of life. So any imposter syndrome coming through, just like try and plug back into your heart, because it will show you how silly any imposter syndrome kind of speak is. Okay, let's get another one. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Yes, and that's what I felt like, some clarity. I don't know, like somebody could be opening a door for you, or some information could come your way that's really clarifying why you've been uncomfortable and showing you where you're something. It's like twofold. It's like showing you maybe why or where things have been uncomfortable for you in terms of your aspirations or what you wanted to do or be in the world or contribute to the world. But also message or information or a connection or an opportunity coming through that's really been drawn in through your heart trying to show you where your true love is in this realm of like position and contribution in the world. And then we have, what do you need to release under debilitated? Something that's not been comfortable in this area in terms of like either career or the industry you've been in. Something's needs an adjustment there. You're needing to release something and adjust something. And it's, this week you're going to have a glow up. It's like revelation. Definite revelation coming, and it will help you to have this glow up in terms of like, oh, this is, what I want to reach for and do and be in the world. And through that, I can really contribute to humanity in this way. And now I can just like let go of these other things that I've never been able to quite make feel right. Something's always been uncomfortable here. And that could be in so many different ways. For some of you, maybe you've been like slightly on the wrong path, like still reaching high and trying to, be career oriented, but like something's never quite fit. Or for some of you, maybe it's like other things have been in the way and you've felt sort of held back from reaching and being a player in the world in some way. And that feeling uncomfortable to you. So it could be, and there's probably other scenarios in there, but something's time for whatever discomfort around this to be gone, to let go of something, and some glow up is coming around who you're supposed to be in the world, what your aspirations are, what kind of aspirations really come from a true heart space, a true heart calling, and some way of being able to really contribute to humanity through this. Okay, let's end with just a few tarot cards. Seven of Cups. Judgment. Oh, interesting. And Knight of Wands. I feel like maybe you've been meandering, trying a little bit of this, a little bit of that, testing the waters over here, struggling to like fully commit to one direction, to one position, to one aspiration, to really focus on a specific thing. Kind of, I don't know, the butterfly, which is great. Sometimes we have to be in that mode to just see what's possible, what's out there, what are people doing, what's, where do I fit, where do I belong? But I feel like that phase of kind of meandering and flitting from things and not really anchoring into something in like a potent feeling way is like coming to a close. Judgment here is bringing that phase to a close and bringing, like, instead of these like, little crescent and waning and waxing moons that are kind of ebbing and flowing to a close and really anchoring you into this strong focus in the center here. So it's like, Judgment is bringing a close to a phase of kind of meandering energy in terms of aspiration in order to really make clear your true heart's position in the world. And that, once that coming in, that feeling so exciting to you. So whatever becomes clear, whatever your heart starts to sing like a song of love about in terms of, these big worldly things, position, contribution, industry, whatever becomes clear in this, you're going to feel really passionate and really eager and really creative and really energetic and rearing to go. So very, very cool. All right, I hope this resonated, and I wish you luck with this glow up. It feels very big and very exciting. If this resonated, I always appreciate support from you guys. Easy ways are just a like. Sharing is always great. Good to, find new people that maybe wouldn't find me unless you guys shared. Subscribe, obviously, if you're not yet. And also always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments, but I am in general just grateful that you are here. That in itself is supportive. So thank you. And I wish you guys a beautiful glow up and a beautiful day, and I will see you in future readings. Hello, beautiful pile 3. Welcome to your Wednesday glow up message. So something that you're about to come into a glow up in the next week. So you guys picked this quincunx card. I think I said it correctly that time. I don't know why I struggle saying that word. We are going to pick a goddess card to get the main sort of theme of your message, but I can't help, for whatever reason, this card definitely has a strong charge to it and message coming through that feels the need to come out before we get your goddess, and I'm sure that will just expand upon what this is. But quincunx is when, in astrology, it's like there are certain signs that have really strange relationships. So most signs can kind of find some commonality either because they belong to a same element or an element that's compatible. So like the feminine elements like earth and water get along, or air and fire get along, or you could be the same element. Or there's another way of finding commonality is through your modality, which is there's 3 modalities that the signs have one of each of these. So either cardinal, which is an initiator, fixed, which is a very stubborn energy, or mutable, which is very changeable. And so in quincunx, none of those are matching up. There's no commonality. And every sign has, I believe, 2 other signs that they sort of have that weird, like, where do we get on the same page? Like, we have nothing to, like, how do we connect? And so something to me, you know, in this coming up with a glow up reading is like, this is an important feature of like something, a point of weirdness or awkwardness in your life is being overcome. You're finding a connection finally, a way to connect on something. So let's get a goddess to see what that might have to do with. But it does feel this thing of like overcoming something where it's been hard to find a way to get on the same page, right? Or find a point of connection. Okay, this one wants to come out. Kali, endings and beginnings. Yeah, something's ending. I feel that something's ending around, I don't know, it could be a relationship in your life or some kind of path you've been on. Like, it doesn't even have to be between a person. There could be a, certain neighbors or community you're involved in, or things happening in your home, or, I mean, who knows, whatever things going on at work where you're like, why am I just like not on the same page as like what's happening at this company or in my department or with my peers. Same thing like within a household or with a, you know, with a relationship, or you know, maybe you have a pet you've been like, why can we not like function, you know, like they seem to always want something different than what I think it wants, or, you know, like whatever it is, something is ending where there's been this thing of like, why can't I get on the same page here? Like, what is happening? That's what this feels like. And so some glow up where there's like a new beginning, a new thread of understanding, a new same page coming in. Mercury, better communication, better, like a way of connecting and better communication, really coming in with a new beginning. And I think you've worked really hard to understand how to find a point of connection here. I don't know. Let's move on to the Moonology to see if this will pinpoint something more specific about this. I feel like we need to get more specific. A time to give rather than take. Expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. And I think this reading will come out, right, you know, maybe a week or so before the new moon eclipse, actually. So you could come here at any time because it's a timeless reading, but the energy of this reading is very close to a new moon eclipse. So that literally is, and I think there is a new moon eclipse here in the Kali card too, an ending and a beginning. So something, and it could even be that, like, whatever, you know, let's just say it's like a work scenario at work. You're just like not on the same page and you're like, why? I just don't understand what's happening here, and I can't get on the same page, and they can't seem to get on the same page with me. And then maybe like the CEO or your direct boss leaves and there's a shift in leadership, and whoever comes in is like simpatico with you. Like, you're like, yeah, we got each other, and everything starts to make sense. Or it could be like you just being like, this company is bonkers. I'm done. I'm out of here. And I have these other offers that just came in. I'm going to go to this other place. And you going there and it feeling like, oh, such a relief. Communication works here, you know, that kind of thing. So it could be, you know, some kind of more of a tweak internally with something, or, you know, where connections finally able to be made, or something fully ending and just going like something new starting that has that better communication networks. There is something about communication though, that's for sure. And then time to breathe out. Yeah, a really, really positive ending and positive beginning. Something is ready to be done where you just cannot get on the same page. And whatever replaces it is going to be, the communication will be so in line with how you communicate. And you'll feel your purpose and useful with this Virgo. Yeah, a lot coming through with that Mercury and Virgo. So Mercury rules Virgo. Communication coming now into like rightness. Being able to make connections, be on the same page, but also you really feeling a sense of purpose too. A new sense of purpose coming in here, whether that's in work, in lifestyle, in health and wellness, in overall flow of your day. That does feel like maybe it centers around this work, wellness, lifestyle, how you process things, how you organize things, any of those. Okay, let's get to end just a few tarot cards. And even though you may not come when this is initially put out, this specific new moon eclipse that's coming is in Aries. And Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac. And we only get a new moon eclipse in Aries on the front side of the North Node. So there's two lunar nodes, the North Node and the South Node, and both of them create eclipses. And so once every 9 years, each sign will have an eclipse in one of those, a series like a new and a full moon eclipse in the South Node, and then 9 years later, a new and a full moon eclipse in a North Node. And the North Node is the ending beginning point, tapping into Kali here. New moons are also endings and beginning points. New moons are a yearly ending and beginning point. The North Node is a 19-year ending and beginning point. Aries is the first sign, and so it resets that 19-year cycle. It's a really big eclipse year because it's resetting what's called the Metonic cycle, or the Metonic period. So it's like really, in a way, a reset for everybody on your sense of your direction in life, your passions, your sense of center, your personal agenda, what lights you up. So a big new moon coming in, just I think that's worth saying because that's uncanny how this aligned with the eclipse coming through. And I don't use this Moonology deck as often as I should, and I rarely, even when I use it, get an eclipse card, so it feels really powerful. Okay, let's get a few tarot for you guys. Strength. Really coming into, I was just about to say coming into balance with, and then Justice came out, which is about balance. Coming into balance with your inner and outer world as well. What's inside of you feels like it's manifesting outside of you, like your inner world and your outer world. You're able to kind of make your outer world reflect your inner world because you're in touch with your inner world. You're in touch with your intuition, with your instincts, but you're also very aware of the external. And so you're able to kind of like bring those into harmony, really move through your heart. This bringing a lot of balance to your life and new order. The Emperor is Aries. Come on. The Aries new moon eclipse, new order. Completely new order coming in, more balanced, more heartfelt, much more aware of who you are, where you're going internally and externally. Gorgeous, really, really powerful glow up, you guys, and uncanny with the timing. I mean, I shuffled on, live. So I didn't just kind of, I mean, I never orchestrate a reading, but like this one just feels so timing uncanny. So, wow, interesting. Good luck. For those of you that come here when this is initially posted, good luck with the Aries lunar eclipse. I think it's a total eclipse, a total solar eclipse. At least it is. And if you're in the US, there are certain areas that can see it as well. Anyway, big timing though. So for those of you that come at, when this is posted initially, really, really pay attention to that lunar eclipse. That really holds something about this glow up for you, and an ending and beginning that will be, sometimes endings can shake us up and you're like, oh no. But this is indicating like, don't worry, it's bringing you so much more into alignment with your power and being simpatico with things, being in alignment with things, in movement with things, and feeling a sense of purpose. So yeah, really cool. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. I hope this resonated. If so, I always appreciate support. Likes, shares, subscribes are always very much so appreciated, as are kind and thoughtful comments. But I'm also just grateful that you're here, regardless of any of that. That in itself is just like, I love doing this. So thank you for coming and listening, and I hope you get things out of it. And I will see you in future readings, and have a beautiful day.